Good morning, my friend. Have you ever placed your trust in something or someone only to watch it crumble before your eyes? Trust is a fragile thing. We often place our hope in people, circumstances, or material things, believing they will bring us happiness, security, or fulfillment. But what happens when those things fail? What happens when the person we trusted betrays us, the job we depended on is taken away, or the plans we made fall apart? The Bible reminds us in Psalm 146:3, "Do not put your trust in princes and human beings who cannot save." Humans and worldly things are fallible, but God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He will never fail you. Type Amen if you believe God is your unshakable foundation. Perhaps you've experienced the pain of misplaced trust. It's a gut-wrenching feeling to see something or someone you leaned on crumble before your eyes. But even in those moments, God is present. He sees your hurt, and He knows your heart. He calls out to you, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. In the aftermath of broken trust, He offers healing, restoration, and a peace that surpasses understanding. Type 555 if you're ready to let God restore your heart. God invites us to place our trust in Him completely. Unlike people or material possessions, He is unchanging and unfailing. Proverbs 3:5-6 urges us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." When you trust in God, you are trusting in the Creator of the universe, the one who holds all things together. Type 1111 if you are ready to surrender your trust to the Lord. The truth is, when we rely on God, we are never truly disappointed. He works all things together for the good of those who love Him. Romans 8:28. Even when something falls apart in your life, God can use that brokenness to build something better. What you see as a setback, He sees as a setup for your breakthrough. What you see as loss, He sees as an opportunity to draw you closer to Him. Type 77v7 if you trust that God is working all things for your good. Trusting God doesn't mean you won't face challenges. In fact, there may be times when life feels more uncertain than ever. But the beauty of trusting in God is knowing that even when the storms come, you are anchored to the rock that cannot be moved. Psalm 62:6 says, "Truly, He is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken." When you place your trust in Him, you find a strength and stability that no person or situation can provide. Type, claim it, if you believe God is your firm foundation. If you've been hurt by broken trust, know that God understands your pain. He has experienced betrayal firsthand. Judas, one of His closest disciples, betrayed Him. Yet even in the midst of that betrayal, Jesus chose to forgive and fulfill His purpose. He reminds us that His grace is sufficient for our pain, and His power is made perfect in our weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Type, receive it, if you're ready to let God's grace heal your wounds. When you choose to trust God, you're choosing to believe in His promises. He has promised never to leave you or forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. He has promised to supply all your needs according to His riches in glory. Philippians 4:19. He has promised to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. These promises are not dependent on circumstances or people. They are rooted in His unchanging character. Type I love God if you're standing on the promises of God. God is calling you to shift your trust from the temporary to the eternal. People may fail you, but God never will. Circumstances may change, but God's love remains steadfast. Material possessions may fade, but His kingdom endures forever. Matthew 6:33 encourages us, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When you prioritize God above all else, He takes care of every detail of your life. Type 555 if you're ready to trust God with everything. Learning to trust God is a journey, not a one-time decision. It's a daily choice to believe that He is good, even when life doesn't make sense. It's a commitment to lean on His understanding rather than your own. It's an act of faith to surrender control and say, "Lord, I trust you, even when I don't understand." Isaiah 26:3 reminds us, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Type 777 if you're ready to walk in perfect peace. God doesn't just want your trust. He wants your heart. He wants to be the one you turn to in every situation, whether good or bad. Psalm 37:4 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." When you place your trust in Him, you align your desires with His will, and you begin to experience the fullness of His blessings.